Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the free-to-play UIM. So, we just finished up Dragon Slayer in the last episode, which means I'm good to go with my range training, at least a little bit. So you can see here, I'm just doing some early levels, getting the upgrades. Got up to studded, got the koi, got the maple shortbow right there, and then the big one here, 40 range, which means that you can get basically the best gear in free to play with 40 range and the completion of Dragon Slayer. So I just decided to kill some Moss Giants, get a little bit of runes, a bit more money. I did that for a little bit, and I think over here I hopped over to Ogresses, and I got my first bit of money with the rune drops here. At this point I only had low alchemy, so we'll have to get 55 magic before we get the better variant, get more money out of each item. And I think I do that soon. But with killing these, you get big bones, which is like the best prayer XP for free to play. And I got my first protection prayer. And then this beautiful level right here, 55, which of course is high level alchemy. And then we only need to stay here for a little bit to get some laws, so we could start our crafting grind. And yeah, I got the amount I needed right there. And I have a lot of extra stuff, obviously, so I just decided to sell it off, because I'll be needing inventory spaces to do crafting. So if you don't know, you can sell things to general stores, obviously, but if you go to specialty stores, like where you buy these things, you can actually sell them back for a better price. So I decided it was worth the walk around to get a little bit more money out of it. In the long run, it really doesn't matter, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't high alchem, to be honest. And I had some nature runes here that I wanted to use up. So the best way for free to play is basically superheating. I guess smithing XP, which is the long-term goal for most free-to-play accounts, so you can get good rune upgrades. And here I was doing it in Varrock, but there's actually a better place, which I'll show soon. But for Varrock, you basically just walk over here to, what's this? I don't know. It's at the West Bank. And there's an anvil there. But this is actually the better place. This is in the Dwarven Mines, which is a free-to-play area. You can mine them there. There's 2 spots, superheat. And then there's an anvil just southwest of it, is it? And then you can craft them into plate bodies there. I just dropped them. You could alchem, but once again, money isn't really a big issue. So next I wanted to use up the, not pure essence, but regular essence you get from Minotaurs. So here I have a tiara, and then you can kill men to get an Earth Talisman, which is what I ended up doing, and it took 202 kills there. So Earth altar is pretty good. It's pretty close to a bank. You can just walk back and forth, and you get more XP out of every essence, so it's definitely worth it. There I made the tiara, and then I'm gonna start using it. And this is the last of it, 3.5k XP, not too bad. And then for getting into the crafting guild, you need a brown apron, which is pretty simple. You can just pick it up here in Varrock. And yeah, you do have to make sacrifices, especially with the UIM. So there goes my bronze arrows I've been collecting. But I ended up getting a diamond, and I held on to it for a little bit. You can see there I used like 150 law runes, 150 teleports already. But yeah, it's not worth the inventory space. I'll just end up getting a diamond later. So here's an interesting level. This is 51, which is actually for Mithril Axe. So after I can do this, I can make an axe upgrade, because the only one you can buy is Steel Axe. And then here I figured out that there's actually a better place to do crafting, and that's going here. And that's just the southwest of Varrock. And just like that, I'm already almost done. One more level. And here's me hitting 700k crafting XP. And then finally, the big level that I was aiming for. Should be any second now. The awkward silence. Probably could have trimmed this clip, but yeah, there we go. That's 70 crafting, which is the diamond amulet, which will eventually be turned into what's it called? A power amulet, which will be my best one for training, for range anyways, and a lot of melee too. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I can start training my woodcutting, the axe upgrade. So I decided to go to the next upgrade, which is level 31, which would allow me to use the adamant axe. So after this point, it's not really efficient for me to train woodcutting, so I stopped here. And now that we have that, we can actually go back to Ogresses. And I picked up some Addy arrows, a little bit of some other ones. Oh, I just had those before, I think. Yeah, so I have some iron arrows already, but Addy arrows are the way to go. And you end up making profit at Ogresses, so it's not a big deal. But of course, to go range training, you need some armor. It's kind of funny because it feels like I just sold all my armor, but here I am picking it up again. Yeah, and here was my realization that I didn't have a chisel, but it's okay. I ended up getting the cosmic runes I needed, which means I don't have to go to the wilderness and the diamond. And there's actually a gold bar spawn back here, so that saves a trip too. Then to get your molds, you can just go over here in Alcarid, pick up the amulet mold, grab a chisel to cut your gems. And I think there's actually there's actually a furnace in Alcarid too, so you can just do everything here. And this is what we were waiting for. 70 crafting requirement, make the diamond amulet unstrung. But we're close to the Lumbridge, so we can just shear a sheep. And then Lumbridge also has the spinning wheel. And you can pick up a ball of wool. Go. It equips. Yeah, that's the first glimpse of my power amulet. And you just need a couple of earth runes, a cosmic, 10 earth runes it looks like. And we already have the amulet of power. I say already, but that probably took like 150 HP or something. And that's the max range bonus. So now that I have all this equipment, I can go back to Ogresses, which means prayer levels, and I can get my second protection prayer. Oh, and this was kind of interesting. I had no idea what this was when I got it, but this is Shaman Mask. It has horrible stats. I was hoping it'd be pretty cool, but I think I just ended up dropping it or elking it or something. And then here we finally have the last protection prayer. Oh, okay. So this was my first full trip. I think I ran out of arrows there. And with the money I got, I ended up getting 7k, which will last a good bit. And here we go. This is 69 range, which is funny, sex number. But also 750 free-to-play total level, which means I can now access every single world. Which might come in handy, probably not, but, it's unlocked now, so I was pretty happy about it at the time. There we go, 700k. There it goes, that was 800k range. Yeah. Beauty. Nearly 71. There's like the couple live commentary clips I had, but here's 900. 900k XP, and the big 1 milli. So this is gonna be 1.5 mil range XP coming up real quick. And I've decided I want to do some AFKing because school's getting a bit hard, so I'm pretty sure, there it is by the way, I'm just gonna AFK some lobsters on this cove, and then that way I'll be able to hop in and kill some ogresses when I have a little bit of time, but then also be able to AFK. So that's the plan. So right after this I'm gonna go buy a lobster pod, get an axe and tinderbox and whatnot. And I haven't checked for sure, but I'm pretty sure there's maples or at least normal trees. So I should be able to stay here forever, being able to chop my logs and just stay on that little cove there. So that's the plan right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. There we go, there's 1 million cooking XP. Well yeah, this is kind of awkward, isn't it? This is supposed to be a free-to-play UIM series, and here I am in members. What basically ended up happening is that I bought all the feathers I would need for 99 fishing, and then I wouldn't say I got burnt, but school got really tough. I started another Iron Man account, which obviously can bank, which means I can AFK at times, which is useful for during school. And yeah, this account basically didn't get played for like 6 months, so just recently I decided to make it members, and which is why I'm back on YouTube, is because I have more free time. So there will be more videos on this account. It will be in members, obviously. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. And if you guys are sad about no more free-to-play content, do not worry, because the Iron Man I mentioned, it may or may not be, but definitely is a free-to-play Iron Man, and it's already progressed this account to how far it got, so do not worry about that. Basically, it's sad, but it's okay. So, hopefully you guys will look forward to some UIM progress videos, and I want to get pretty far in this account. I'm pretty motivated right now, and this UIM style is kind of fun, especially with members, because obviously there's like construction and stuff now, which means I can store some things, so yeah, I'm hopeful for this account. And my other account, I really want to make really good videos for that, so hopefully you guys are okay with that compromise, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.